Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome to Mini Motorways. So I've been watching a lot of people playing this game and it looks like an awful lot of fun, so I thought I would give it a try. So I have played through the tutorial. There is a tutorial, takes a couple of minutes and gives a basic overview of the game mechanics, but I think we're going to go ahead and give this a try and we'll go ahead and start on level 1, Los Angeles. Why not? So the basic premise of this game is we've got houses, we've got businesses, we need to connect them together. Now one thing about it is that we can change the direction that the houses come out. You can see like this is facing up. By clicking on the house, I can change its direction. Now I kind of feel like we want to be going a bit more diagonal whenever possible. So I am going to be doing that. So we'll see how things work here. So we do have the ability to speed up time. I am going to go ahead and do that just momentarily. And I will basically just be periodically pausing the game to make sure that I get a good layout to the roads. Now one thing that I am going to do here right away is to make this more of a straight line run. Now by right clicking I can delete the roadways and I will get them back assuming that there is no vehicles on the road. Once the road is cleared off and there's no path using the road, I will retrieve the tiles. So let's go ahead and set this going again. And every time that we get one finished trip, we get 1 point. So the idea is basically just to see how high of a score you can get. And of course we do have a leaderboard, so yeah. That is what we are kind of fighting against, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and bring this over here and connect it in there. And we'll let this run some more. Okay, we've got another house here. So we'll go ahead and connect that up and get more of the red cars running down there to the red business. And we may want to change this configuration a little. So let's go ahead and lock that on so that we can always see what we have. So we do have a bridge available. So right now we can take roundabouts or traffic lights. Both of them give us 20 additional road tiles. That is another thing. We are limited on the number of road tiles. Now I am going to take the roundabout and I think we have a good spot for that right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and drag this up. Well, first off, we're going to delete some of the roadways and we're going to drag that roundabout up here. And I think we're going to put it, yeah, right about there should work. So this should, I just destroyed some of the landscaping. Oh well. So now the yellow cars should be able to go around here. And actually we're going to give them a slip road off of the roundabout here. And then these guys here, we're going to go ahead and give them a slip road on. Nope, it won't let me do that. So that's the best that we can do. But right now, the roundabout actually, I guess, wouldn't necessarily be needed. We're going to go ahead and just remove that for the moment, and we're just going to get these guys a bit more of a dedicated roadways. I do agree with one person that I watched playing this in that you're actually rewarded for making things that are isolated. It doesn't make a bit of sense. Now here definitely could be some, nope, roundabout won't fit there. So roundabout looks like it needs quite a few spaces, so unfortunately we won't be able to do that. So it does feel like we want this red line coming through here, but I don't really want to put an intersection here. So I think what we're going to do instead is we are going to go up and around and connect in there. So now vehicles can go either direction for the yellow, and let's go ahead and get this going some more. Oh no. Now that is not what I wanted to see. For the moment, I am going to leave that guy unconnected. If we start to see too many yellow trips queuing up, I will connect it in, but right now, I'm not overly concerned. So let's go ahead and pause this again. Looks like we might be getting a yellow neighborhood down here, which is great. And we'll go ahead and connect that in there. We want to kind of segregate our feeder lines from our main roads. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. I don't want vehicles to be coming into the main flow of traffic, but let's go ahead and get this going again. I don't know if there's any hotkeys for pause. Yep, there is. Okay, so we can actually hotkey the pause and play, so that's good. And for the moment, I'm going to turn that house. We'll see. It may be beneficial for us to connect those together and bring those guys over here in just a little bit. But like I said, we'll just let this run for a little while. All right, so now we have another color of house. We've got blue. This guy here will be just a straight line shot right over to the blue. And I think we are going to go ahead and connect this into our road system. That way we're assured that we can connect it. All right, well, that's not good. So, yeah, lots of stuff is happening here. Let's go ahead and connect this up there. And we have another blue house. And I feel like roundabouts again, we have no intersections. We're actually completely segregated on our roads right now. So we can't go down there. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to bring the yellow road up here, bring it around so that we can bring this blue around that house. Not the best layout in the world, but hey, it will work. So we're still 100% segregated on our roadways. That is perfect. That makes it to where the vehicles don't really have to pause much for each other. And we still have 18 roads and 2 roundabouts available, so no issues whatsoever. See how things go here. All right, there we go. Something new. So now we have this red business over here, just one red house over here. Now we do have one bridge. So I think what we're going to do, we have 18 roads as well. So we're going to go ahead and bridge across and connect in there, but I don't like that layout. We'll go ahead and do that. That's a little bit better. And so now this single red house will be supplying this single red business, and hopefully that doesn't cause any issues up here. Okay, another house over here for our large red neighborhood. And I think we're going to take the motorway. We're a little low on roads, but the motorway will be a really big deal if we have to get a lot of vehicles from one point to another. So if we need to get a bunch of these guys from this red neighborhood over here to this red business, we can put a motorway in there and they'll be able to go very quickly from there over to here. And I'm hoping that it's capturing my mouse, because otherwise that would be a little bit confusing. So let's let this run again for a while and see what happens. And yes, we are definitely getting a buildup of requests for red there. So let's go ahead and we're going to actually connect our freeway in here, and we're going to bring that over to here. Just a really quick one. And then we're going to change the configuration of that house to be there. We're going to change this one to go straight out, and why not? We'll bring that one straight out as well. So now any of these houses can very easily go to either destination. So let's go ahead and give that a shot again. And of course, we can pull up that freeway if we need it. So we can see, yeah, the red vehicles just piling into this area. And once again, we are doing very well. Oh, here we go. So there's something now. This has upgraded to the second level business. And so that definitely will require more vehicles, and we have added another yellow house here. Now we have 5 yellow houses here, and we haven't had any problems so far. So we're just going to leave this one over here and see how things go. Okay, more yellow houses. We might end up with a yellow neighborhood over there, in which case we would need to connect things together. All right, so this time I think we're going to take a bridge because we might be needing that. Oh, we have another red business here. Now, I am not terribly thrilled about this one. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I think, yeah, we'll leave everything the way that it is now. And do we want to connect over here? So let's try this. We're going to try to reconfigure some things here a little bit. We can't place a roundabout there, but we can place it there. So that will allow us to get our yellow houses connected to the network. Then we can come over here and we can come off of the roundabout and go across with a bridge, and there we go. Now we have connected. Now this is the first time that we have not been segregated on our traffic flow, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't see any major issues in this roundabout, but we are taking care of all three of the red businesses, which is good. So here we go, just letting things run again. Oh, now that is horrible. So these will definitely have to use an existing roadway, and that is a terrible, terrible setup. So we're going to hook this in here. We're going to take this guy and run him into the roundabout. Now, that's going to start to cause some traffic congestion here. At our next convenience, we're going to get ourselves another freeway so that we can potentially skip all of that. So we'll see how things go. Of course, that's a very long journey. And another greenhouse that I hate the way that these neighborhoods get set up. Oh, and there's another blue business. Another greenhouse. We are definitely going to need that freeway. Let's go ahead and get that light blue house connected up to our main arterial road. Don't have any unconnected businesses or houses at the moment. So hopefully everything will be flowing good. Oh, I spoke a little too soon. So there we go. Another greenhouse. Oh, very definitely a motorway. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to keep this house connected here. We're going to disconnect there. We're going to grab our freeway. We're going to connect it up here. And we're going to drag that all the way over here to... Do we want to come clear over here? I think we do. So we will go ahead and place that there. That should allow these greenhouses to very quickly connect over here. We're also going to make this a little bit better connection here. We shouldn't need this road anymore, and that should greatly speed the vehicles being able to get from the green neighborhood to the green business. So we can see already green cars flying across the freeway. Oh, and our red business here is upgraded. Thankfully, we already have a freeway feeding directly into it, but we have more red houses here. So we'll go ahead and connect these together and bring them down into our freeway connection. That way they can easily connect to this feeder line for our red businesses. And also, I think while I'm thinking about it, this house is not connected properly. So let's go ahead and bring this up, connect it into a road that connects to light blue. And we might be able to improve things even more here. Let's go ahead and try this. So what we're going to do, we are going to move our freeway connection over to here. We're going to take this road and bring it up here. We are going to remove that one. We're going to bring this house around this side and then remove that connection. And so now our greenhouses are segregated off because nothing other than the green was using freeway number 2 anyway. And this house, we will go ahead and connect directly to the freeway connection. Why not? Go ahead and connect that one there. Save ourselves some road tiles whenever possible. Things are looking good at the moment. And I think we might also move our freeway connection over to here. That way we are not interfering with anything else. So let's go ahead and take ourselves another freeway or motorway. And that should allow us to... Ooh, we have a lot of red houses here. So that's probably going to be a place that we're going to need freeway number 3. So we'll watch how things go down here. Still not a long distance here. And maybe to shorten things, we will bring this up just a little and connect up there instead of down here. That should potentially help a little so that all of these houses can get down to these businesses a little quicker. So far we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and connect this guy in here, that guy in there. Oh, we have an upgrade here. More houses. Lots more houses. So we will be making sure that we connect all of our houses up to our road network. And I have a feeling here, yeah, now we are going to slow the game down to only be running on speed 1. Now this house currently is not an issue, but I feel like what we want to do now is get freeway number 3 installed. So what we're going to do, we are going to bring freeway number 3 up here and go right in the middle of this light blue neighborhood, right in about here. And we're going to connect this up here to this. And then we're going to remove this road feeding there. And we will connect this over to there and these over to there as well. Not the best in the world on our connections there. We'll kind of move that so that we can see what's going on here. And let's go ahead and hit play once more. But that gives us a much faster connection to this large light blue business. And we do have a roundabout available. And in all actuality, I think we are going to pause momentarily. We are going to remove that connection, remove that roundabout, and we will remove these connections over here. And once again, we have segregated off the light blue from the yellow, and things are looking good at the moment. We can probably remove that as well. Oh no. So here we go. This is something new. We have a double slot for the green. I don't know that we're going to have enough for that. We don't have a bridge currently. So how can we deal with that? We need to find a way to gain a bridge. We have a bridge here, we have a bridge here, we have 3 freeways. Any of those would work to connect to this green. Or we could do this. This is a bit inefficient, but at the moment, that is a connection. It will solve the issue. It's not the best in the world, but it does solve the issue. All right, so we've got another greenhouse here. We're going to have to bring that around this way. More greenhouses. At the moment, I'm going to leave that one. All right, so 30 road tiles or another motorway. I think we're going to go with another motorway. I'm feeling like the motorways are definitely the answer to most of our issues. So again, we have another green neighborhood starting up here, which I find no problem with. And so I think what we're going to do, we're going to put a roundabout over here. We're going to connect this into there, and our roundabout we're going to bring over here. We'll disconnect there and connect into the roundabout there. We'll bring, no, that's not quite right. Doesn't look like it wants to connect the way that I want it to, so this should work. Now these houses can get over here. They can also get onto the freeway to, we'll go ahead and do that, so they can get onto the freeway to get over to this one, and then our light blue can still get up here or onto the freeway to that one. So let's go ahead and go some more. Things are looking quite good at the moment. All right, so we have this guy. I'm not happy with that. All right, so perfect. We actually connected our light blue into that road network earlier, so vehicles can get into there. And we are continuing to get more light blue in this neighborhood. That's perfect. And I think we may reconfigure this road area here. So let's go ahead and remove all of those. We're going to connect that guy there, and that will just kind of clean up the connections a little bit. And we may want to add in a freeway from the light blue over to here. You know what? I think we're going to do that. So we're going to put in freeway number 4. Just a quick connection there, or motorway number 4. So yes, lots of available connections for our people to go on. And it looks like it was a good idea to put that freeway there, because we are getting a lot of vehicles going here out of this area. So far everything is looking good. Another light blue, connect him into our light blue road network. Oh, we have an upgrade here and another dark blue house. So that works. No changes even needed. But I do think I'm going to go like that. Now, here, I think what we're going to do, we're going to come off of this house and we're just going to make ourselves an intersection here. We have only a small amount of traffic going to this red business right now, so connecting the dark blue up here is well worth it considering we have the larger business there. So we have another yellow here that we can't really connect, and a light blue up here that we can't really connect. So at the moment we're going to leave those alone. I guess actually we could do this, and that light blue can run across the freeway over here to either of these. All right, well, we're doing good. Let's grab another motorway. Why not? I just have a feeling like those are the key to success. So again, we have more yellow. So let's go ahead and bring these yellows together. And how do we want to connect our new freeway up to this? So we have this line running through the middle of our city with the yellow houses on it. And strangely enough, yellow is not going down any freeways at the moment. So I think probably the best thing to do is going to be, let's go ahead and connect those together. We know that that's going to have to be a thing. And maybe what we'll do is, for the moment, just run this freeway right to there. And we'll let that go and see if that causes us any problems. Like I said, we can always move them later. another yellow house up here. At the moment, he's going to stay that way. Oh, we're getting another yellow neighborhood again. Yes, definitely another yellow neighborhood. Oh, and here we have another guy that connected onto the wrong road network. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of an issue here. We have 4 yellow houses up here and nowhere for them to go. So I think we're going to bring these guys together and we're going to shift our freeway up to there. And this, we are going to, no. The game doesn't like me. We are going to bring this over here. Oh, geez, that's horrible. That is horrible. No. So let's go ahead and grab our other roundabout. And I think we will connect that there. We'll connect that guy there. We'll bring these guys into the roundabout. These guys we're going to bring out on a side. These guys we're going to bring out over here. And we're going to hope that that works. Don't like crossing my traffic lines here. Unfortunately, we are going to have to. Another greenhouse right on the green network. So we are getting a little bit of a buildup of light blue requests over here. I mean, we've got plenty of light blue houses, but we do have a little bit of congestion happening down here. So we might have to look at resolving that. Let's go ahead and bring another greenhouse into the network. Another light blue over here. We are getting a little bit of green buildup there and a little bit of green buildup here. Thankfully, freeway number 2 or motorway number 2 is doing its job quite well. The dark blue is getting quite a bit as well. So hopefully everything will continue to flow good. All right. I don't really see a need for traffic lights right now, so we are definitely going to take a bridge because I get the feeling we might need it here. Oh, we have another yellow house that we can connect in there. And I think we are going to pause momentarily and we are going to make use of our new bridge and make a shorter route for these guys to get over here. So that will definitely help, especially for the light blue. And we're starting to get some new reds over here. And actually this, we are going to connect into there. Didn't see that guy. And this one here, because red is already in that road network, kind of. So we'll go ahead and connect those up. Oh, we have another green business just popped up. So what is going to be the best way to connect into that? Honestly, I don't think there is any good way to connect into that. So we're just going to bring that around the top of this other green business and hope that everything works out. We have another red over here. And I just kind of feel like right now we have plenty of road tiles. So let's go ahead and bring this guy up here and connect into our red neighborhood. And we might have to look at shifting some freeways here soon. Another yellow up there, already on an existing network. Oh, this green needs to go over there. I hope that we don't have too many yellow houses up here that we aren't able to get enough. Okay, so that's perfect. There's our upgrade there. So these 5 yellow houses up here with their dedicated motorway number 5 is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Don't really see any congestion anywhere, so that's good. We haven't had any timers start on our trips, so that's also a good thing. But I get the feeling this might be a place that we run into it. All right, well, let's go ahead and take another motorway. They are totally saving us, so I am more than happy to take them. Okay, so I just heard something happen somewhere, but I don't know where it was. So let's inspect our... Oh, we have a light blue here. And actually, we should be able to kind of clean this area underneath here up a little bit. So let's go ahead and try to get this just a little bit cleaner under here. It's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. I don't like it. So the light blue here can, in a roundabout way, get up there. Let's go ahead and do a connection there. So these light blues can get up there, and this light blue can go that way. Not the best in the world, but I guess it is a thing. Oh, we have a new red business. Perfect. Right next to the red neighborhood. Oh, we are starting to get some congestion right here. And the blue is definitely showing from that. Oh, that was not what I had in mind there. Make a little Y intersection there. Oh, good Lord. Let's go ahead and pause that for a moment. So we need a better way for our light blue to get up here to that guy. So we have Freeway 3 at the moment, but Freeway 4 is kind of in the way. So let's just move these guys momentarily and see what we can figure out here. So first off, let's straighten out this road a little. Make it a little bit easier to negotiate. And then we need a large volume of vehicles being able to go into there. So how do we want to go about that? I think we're going to connect that one right there. And then number 4, we are going to connect up here so that it's closer to the green. And let's hope that that kind of fixes itself, because that is our first timer. We do have another motorway available. Oh geez, we've got a huge buildup of blue, light blues over here as well. We are starting to get major congestion in this area, so I don't think that was the proper place for number 4. Where would be a better place for number 4? So we've got all of this traffic being diverted into this central area. I think that's kind of our problem. Let's go ahead and move number 3 over here and number 4 over here. We will kind of change some of these neighborhood connections a little bit. Can you please change? No? There we go. That works. I don't know why it won't let me. Let's just go that way. Well, let's see if we can get some stuff kind of straightened out here. We'll connect that guy up here. Maybe? Lots of traffic congestion right there in that area, but we did get our timer gone there. No, it's back. It's kind of dropping in and out. Hopefully this traffic congestion will start to alleviate itself here soon. Getting a pretty good score for the first level, especially considering this is the first time playing the game. Now, of course, I am pausing the game to analyze what is going on, making sure that I've got good connections. So, another one. So, thankfully, we do have another motorway available. Let's go ahead. We've got so much traffic on here. I think we're going to go ahead and bring this. No. We'll bring motorway number 6. Wow. I honestly don't think I've seen anyone get to that point on the first level. So I'm very pleased with how things are going. But we do have a fair amount of congestion down there. All right, well, I am feeling like a roundabout could definitely be helpful here. So if we place a roundabout, we can't even place a roundabout there. Well, see how things go. If not, this could be another potential place for a roundabout. Oh, we have a yellow that went the wrong way. So let's just kind of look around, make sure that we don't have any houses going the wrong way. Okay, we have a yellow here that is not connected to our road network. So the question becomes, which way is probably needed the most? I think this way is the way that we want to go with that, because all of these houses are going over to here. Yeah. And honestly, with the way that we have this set up, I don't know that we need this section. We'll leave it for now. We have 43 road tiles. Plenty of road tiles to do things with. We do have these 2 red houses out here, but we have no way to really connect them to anything. Another light blue. Go ahead and connect him into there. Oh, we have a green up here that needs to be connected into our roadways. Let's see, can we turn that guy? Yes. All right, we have another red house up here. All of our traffic congestion has cleared up over here. That is very good to see. And I do think, I'm going to pause for a moment, and we are going to put a roundabout here. No, we will hold that. I feel like we need another motorway. Oh, we are starting to get some congestion on the yellow line. Oh, wow. Look at all of the requested yellows over there. Lots of green needed over here. Thankfully, they have freeway number or motorway number 2. And I'm wondering, well, that's an easy to figure out one there. That will help a lot. I actually think, let's go ahead and pause that, and we're going to move this motorway over to here and connect up there. So now these have a much cleaner path over here. These guys just have a slightly longer path, not by much. I think that will help out a lot. Okay, red's upgrading. We need another motorway so that we can connect this red neighborhood over to here, because we are going to see a huge amount of red needed here soon. We'll just keep connecting them. We have quite a bit there. Oh, well, we have a roundabout. Let's get a bridge and let's look at what we've got going on here. Now, is there any places that we could potentially get rid of one of our freeways? So freeway number 1 is connecting this red neighborhood with these red businesses. Seems like a very good thing, but I think I am going to move it over to here so that it is more centralized onto the demands there. Freeway number 3, or motorway number 3, is definitely needed. Motorway number 2 is definitely needed. Motorway number 4 could potentially be removed. And I think that may be the one that we want to do. So let's move motorway number 4 over to here. Let's go ahead and put it right there. That will allow these houses to now service all of these businesses, because we have a lot of availability for red on these smaller ones up top. We have a lot of roads, we have a roundabout, we have a bridge. Okay, so now the motorway that we just removed was this one here. So to make it easier for the light blue to get over there, we will, oh, and we have a yellow here that I didn't even see. We are going to go ahead and connect from here, whoa, no, not like that, across and into this road over here. So that will allow the light blue to a little bit easier get over into this. So let's go ahead and run some more, see how things work out. Let our motorway construction be redone. Once again, light blue is seeing some issues. Oh, green. Come on, green, get over there quickly. The problem is they're not going up to this one. Oh, okay, let's pause momentarily. We have a light blue that connected in here. We already have light blues going on that, so not going to mess with anything. This is a problem. We're going to leave everything alone for the moment and hope that that can correct itself. We've got several cars going up there. If this fills up, we are done. We're up to 1,700 trips already. Lots of green cars getting over there. That's for sure. Things are really happening fast now, but we are getting that corrected. All of our motorways have straightened out, so hopefully everything will be good. Looks like our yellow, oh yes, our yellow is going to be a big problem now. So let's go ahead and pause and think about this for a little bit. So we don't really have enough houses here. We're already struggling to supply this one, and now we've got another one. So how do we ensure that some of these guys can get to these? That is the issue at the moment. Decisions. Well, let's go ahead and connect this up. And how do we get some of those vehicles up here without causing a big traffic jam? Oh, that's the issue. Let's go ahead and remove that because that doesn't feel right. I know we have some light blue over there that can come over here, but just doesn't feel right. I do think that one thing that we will do, no, that is segregated for red traffic only, so we'll leave that alone. We do have this one red house out here. Not good. Well, let's run it and see. Hopefully we can get another motorway. That would be very helpful at this moment in time. Let's go ahead and connect this blue house into the network. Ooh, congestion. I don't like the congestion. So potentially, let's go ahead and pause that momentarily. We're going to drag this off of there and see, can we place a roundabout here anywhere? No. I don't like that. We'll leave that where it was. And we will continue to run. Look at all of this. That's horrible. Why? Oh my gosh. More red houses up here. Let's go ahead and change that just a little. Oh, thank you. Another motorway. So now the question becomes, where do we feel would be the best place for this motorway? And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like we may want to connect from this yellow neighborhood here, which we actually have a green in there. Do we even, yeah, they can actually do something. But I feel like we should connect from this yellow neighborhood here over to this somewhere. Probably down in this part. But for the moment, we'll leave it and see where we need it the most. Lots of road tiles available. We seem to be doing pretty good at the moment. The dark blue is struggling for some reason. And I think I see what that reason is. So let's go ahead and change this up just a little. We're going to put in that one roundabout that we have. Put it there. Bring those guys into there. And bring that into there. Oh, horrible road design. That may solve a bunch of that issue. Let's go ahead and give that a try. See what happens here. If that helps alleviate any of the issues. Okay, another yellow. We're actually getting quite a bit of yellow down here that is not connected to anything. So that could be our next motorway. Let's go ahead and put motorway number 7. We'll bring it down here. Connect you into the motorway. Why not? Connect all of you guys into the motorway. And then we will put a road here. Can I please put a road? Thank you. Road tile there. And there we go. All right, so now we have much more traffic flow available into this area. And up we go again. This doesn't seem to be working quite as nicely as I want it to, so we're going to change this just a little. Can I? It just does not want to do what I want it to. That was almost a horrible accident there. More red houses up here. So I think we will go ahead and bring these guys up here, connect them together, go up and over, and connect into our red network. Still just have that one house there that's not connected to anything. And actually, We have plenty of road tiles, but we can save ourselves a little bit of road tiles if instead we go this way. Looks like we're still having some issues down here with the dark blue. We may need to redesign that here in a little bit. And my gosh, this level is going on forever. The dark blue still seems to be having some issues. So we're going to go ahead and just remove everything here on the dark blue area. We know that we need the red connecting over here, but we do happen to have two motorways here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring motorway number 1 over to here. We're going to disconnect. So that guy can go over there. We're going to disconnect there. And then finally we're going to put in our roundabout. Can I have my roundabout back, please? Is it not going to give me my roundabout back? That would not be good. Okay, let's take another motorway. Plenty of road tiles. Okay, there, I finally got my roundabout back. So let's go ahead and get our roundabout there. Now that does connect the yellow to the blue, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. But then we can come off of here for the red, and hopefully that will kind of resolve a little of the issues here. Can I please... I'm not liking that. There we go. Finally. So dark blue is having big problems. Come on, vehicles, go. There they all go. Come on, get over there quickly. Yellow, oh boy. We have some big issues here. So, this could be the end of us. Things are coming back down. I don't like the way that this yellow is set up, and we may have to get a motorway in there. Look at that congestion. Oh my gosh, that is horrifying. Well, we have a motorway available. Let's go ahead and place in a motorway. I think we're going to place it from here. No. Darn it. We're going to take one road tile off of there. We're going to take a motorway. I don't like the way that that works. You have to actually drag the motorway up to where it goes. And then we're going to bring it up here. That should give a much shorter route to that one. Here's hoping we can resolve this issue before it becomes a horrible mess. Got one going in there. I think the yellow is going to kill us. I think it is. Come on, come on. Two of them just made it in there. That's not enough. Yep, we're done. We are done. There it is. Wow. 103 days, 2,661 commuters traveled on your roads. Very nice. So, yeah, that's going to be it. This is going to be a very long first episode. Hopefully I can edit out some of the non-essential bits. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time.